You just click buy now. That promise on your screen, arrives tomorrow, just started a war against time. Can that simple promise stand up to a flash flood, a jammed conveyor belt, or just rush hour traffic? Because inside that promise, 3 lives are ticking away. A parent at 9:12 p.m. ordering fever reducer for their sick child. A cafe owner, desperate for a bean delivery by their 6:30 a.m. opening. A home health nurse, trying to time a patient's critical refill before a 3 p.m. visit. The clock is not a metaphor. It is literal. 24 hours. For brutal gates. If any single gate fails, if it burns the slack in the system, the person at the door is the one who pays the price. This is the science audit. And today, we're mapping the entire 24-hour race. It's a system run by 4 different clocks. The promise clock is on the website. It sets the finish line and works backward, creating a brutally tight time budget. The processing clock turns your click into a physical box, picking, packing, labeling inside a massive warehouse. The transit clock is the long haul, moving that box by truck or plane between cities. And the street clock, that's the final, chaotic mile, a delivery van solving a routing puzzle right to your door. Stage 1, the first 10 minutes. It's T+0. Your payment is validated. The inventory is digitally fenced off. And an algorithm instantly chooses which warehouse will ship it. Most next-day promises, around 98%, have to come from stock that's already sitting within 300 to 600 miles of you. And here is the first point of failure, the cutoff. Every warehouse has a moving deadline. Cross it by 1 second, and your order gets bumped a full day. That line isn't wishful thinking, it's a cold calculation of live capacity. Stage 2, the warehouse sprint. T+10 minutes to T+90. A human picker sprints through aisles, clearing up to 180 items an hour. But their robot-assisted counterparts? They're hitting the equivalent of 600. It's a race between flesh and steel. From there, it hits a pack station. 35 to 60 seconds is all it takes to get it boxed, scanned, and slapped with a label. Then it's onto a conveyor belt, flying at 2 meters per second towards a sorter, a machine that's pushing 35,000 parcels an hour onto the right truck. Mis-sorts? Almost impossible. We're talking 1 to 5 mistakes for every 10,000 boxes. The accuracy is terrifying. But here's the thing, all of that speed means nothing if it misses the truck. Outbound staging hits a razor-thin window, usually around 10:30 at night. The trailers have fixed departure times. You miss your slot by a minute, you might as well have missed it by 4 hours. The clock is unforgiving. Stage 3, the overnight line haul. From 11:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m., your package is hurtling through the darkness. The average speed, accounting for hills and traffic, is about 50 to 60 miles an hour. That covers 300 to 400 miles in one shift. If your package needs to go further, say 800 miles, it's not on a truck. It's on a plane. And these drivers are up against their own clock, legal limits on how many hours they can be on the road. So to keep the promise, companies use teams or relay swaps, a literal baton pass on the interstate to keep the wheels turning. So, if everything has gone perfectly so far, what could possibly go wrong now? Welcome to the Thunderdome, the destination hub. This is the high-speed funnel before dawn. Belts here are even faster, 3 meters per second, sorting 50,000 parcels an hour. Your package gets inducted and shot out the right door in under 90 minutes. Think of it as Grand Central Station for boxes. But here's the secret terror of this place, queues. The moment the system hits about 90% of its capacity, a tiny hiccup, a 1-minute jam, doesn't create a 1-minute delay. It creates a 10-minute traffic jam. That's queuing math, and it's the number 1 killer of delivery promises. Stage 4, the final mile. 7:30 a.m. The sun is up, and your package is in a van. In the suburbs, that driver has 120 to 180 stops to make. Downtown, it might only be 60 stops, but the traffic is a nightmare. The driver has about 2 minutes at your door, and 4 minutes to get to the next stop. Their route is a mind-bending puzzle called the Vehicle Routing Problem, or VRP. It's like trying to plan the most efficient path through a grocery store, except the aisles are constantly moving, and the clock is screaming at you for being late. Let's go back to that parent who ordered fever reducer at 9:12 p.m. 9:20 p.m. The order is assigned. The system has 5 minutes of slack. By 10:05 p.m. it's picked. We're now at 10 minutes of slack. By 10:25, it's packed and on its way to the truck. We burn 5 minutes, slack is now down to 5. 10:35, the trailer doors close. Bang on time. We just built back our slack. By 5:30 a.m., the truck arrives, no weather delays. Slack is now a healthy 15 minutes. By 7:40, it's loaded onto the final van. Still have 5 minutes of slack. The route is planned. The package should arrive between 3:50 and 5:30 p.m., well within the by 8 p.m. promise. It worked. This is a system that runs on one currency, Slack. A minute saved in the warehouse is worth 10 minutes saved in rush hour traffic. This is why the first hour after you click that button is more important than the last hour before the doorbell rings. It determines everything. So where does it all break? A 15-minute delay packing the box means you miss the outbound truck. That cascades into a 12-hour delay. A 7-minute jam at that sorting hub, when it's already running at 95% capacity? That adds a 40-minute queue delay to thousands of packages behind it. A sudden snow squall cuts the last mile van's speed by 25%. Suddenly, 40 homes get their packages tomorrow. And the simplest killer of all? A wrong apartment number. A 2-minute stop turns into a 12-minute scavenger hunt for the driver, or worse, a failed delivery. It's a chain reaction. Then how on earth does it hold together as often as it does? Because the system has defenses. Buffers. Extra vans on standby. Parallel sorting lines. And practiced failure drills, manual sorting lanes for when the machines jam, paper manifests if the scanners die, delivery lockers when nobody's home. The single most important defense? Honest, dynamic cutoff times. The algorithm knowing it's at capacity and telling you no, you can't have it tomorrow at 9:05 p.m. is what saves 1,000 packages from being late the next day. Let's watch a failure drill in real time. 6:02 a.m. A diverter arm jams on sorting lane B. The hub is at 92% capacity. Alarm scream. 6:03, an operator clears it. A supervisor immediately reroutes packages. Lane C, you're now taking these 2 zip codes. 6:06, a manual push lane is activated. Red-tagged medical parcels are pulled and sorted by hand. They are priority 1. 6:10, lane B is back online. Total downtime, 8 minutes. But because of the reroute, the critical medical packages lost 0 minutes. The general packages took a 15-minute delay, but they'll still hit the van loading window. The system bent, but it didn't break. Now let's connect that chaos back to the kitchen table. Freezing rain hits at 1:40 p.m. Street speed drops 20%. The cafe owner's beans, scheduled for 2:10, now arrive at 3 o'clock. The parent's fever reducer, promised by 4:05, now shows up at 5 o'clock. And that nurse? Her patient's 3 p.m. refill becomes a 4:12 p.m. reality. She has to call the clinic to authorize a bridge dose. This is where the physics of logistics collides with real, human needs. So what can you do to make sure your package wins the race? Simple. Order early, don't wait until the last minute before the cutoff. If you can, consolidate your shipping. One box has fewer handoffs and fewer chances to fail. And be precise. Give the exact address, apartment number, and any access codes. Use photo or locker delivery to eliminate the redelivery loop. The system itself is constantly getting hardened. The smartest networks are now using AI to check for bad addresses at the moment you type them. They're running simulations on the 20 products that cause the most delays and pre-positioning them closer to you. They are even using AI that reads weather forecasts to reroute trucks before they ever hit the storm. Verdict. The vulnerabilities are clear, missing that initial cutoff, unexpected spikes in volume, bad weather, and bad data. But the strengths are immense, layers of buffers, redundant paths, and most importantly, people who are constantly rehearsing for the moment it all goes wrong. The final takeaway is this: the promise on the screen isn't magic, it's math. It's a brutal, high-speed calculation of time, distance, and capacity. The entire global logistics network is an intricate dance, and it's betting that for 24 hours straight, not a single dancer will miss a single step. So next time you click buy now and a box appears on your doorstep the next day, you'll know the invisible war that was fought to get it there. If you found this breakdown of the hidden systems that power our world fascinating, you'll be blown away by our audit of the global power grid. It's waiting for you right here on the screen. Down in the comments, let me know, what's the most critical thing you've ever ordered with next day delivery? A last-minute gift? Urgent medicine? I want to hear your stories. And finally, we upload daily audits just like this one, uncovering the science behind your world. To make sure you don't miss the next one, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.